I woke up this morning and I was really struggling to get out of bed. I was really struggling in the sense of finding myself in a familiar situation, finding myself in a familiar place, and that familiar place being when I was working in the shipyard. Feeling as if I'm being consumed by working. I'm being consumed by my job. I'm not necessarily saying that in the sense of I hate my job or I don't like what I'm doing, but I'm saying that in the sense of I feel like the same thing is happening all over again. The same thing being I'm losing my direction. I am being pushed astray and backtracking from what I was ultimately always trying to do and wanting to do. Now, I don't want to say that in the sense of I'm ungrateful. I'm very grateful to have this, to have my job and being able to fund and keep myself afloat. But I am not proud of myself in the sense of letting myself fall victim and fall astray to my own mind, right? If that makes sense. I'm finding myself consumed and just a liar to myself more than anything. I'm lying to myself, and it's not very good. Let's just put it that way. Let me cover this. I already have tints, but more privacy, people staring. But now there's no sun, but that's okay. I'm finding myself in I don't want to say a limbo, but a place of I need to remember what the hell I'm doing and why I started. Palo Santo. I need to remember what I'm doing and what I started, and I feel like many of us, many people who have dreams, many people who have goals, we find ourselves in this situation and in this predicament that we forget why we started. I'm wearing my work shirt. You could probably see where I work. I don't really care. But we forget why we started, right? And then we find ourselves drained and even more drained, that it consumes us, it kills us, it poisons our very own mind. And whose fault is that? Right? Whose fault is that? Let me put this down, they left. Now I have right. Now you can see me again. I'll leave it like that. Looks ghetto. But whose fault is that, right? Whose fault is that but our very own selves? I let this job get to me. I let my very own mind get to me. I let these things consume me when in reality I'm stronger than those things, but sometimes I fail to remember that. I forget that. And especially when I try to I find myself comparing myself to the person that I used to be back when I was 18, 17. I would say more spiritual in the sense of practice. I was more disciplined in the sense of, exercising and eating the right things, avoiding things. I was way more disciplined. But then I count the fact that I didn't have a job. I just got out of high school. This was around 2020, so you already know everything that was happening. And then I remember that the person I am today is way more wiser, way more smarter than that person that I used to be. I was a kid. And I'm not saying that to say I'm old. I'm only 22. So it was like 4 years ago, something like that. But I didn't know any better, right? Life didn't hit me. I didn't have responsibility. I didn't have all this and that. I had all the time in the world to do everything I wanted. And as I get older and as I work more and more and more, I realize that time is the true currency. without time, there's no chance and no what is that word? There is no possibility for me to do the things that I want to do and the things that I need to do without time. I need to check time, speaking of. But yes, I need time. Time is the very thing that keeps us, especially me, from losing myself. Having time to do the things I want to do. Having time to just take a step back and breathe and just organize myself, organize my thoughts before I lose myself. And I feel like I reached that point a lot. I reached that point of just tired, just anguish. I don't want to say defeat, but a breaking point, a point of fatigue. And it's not healthy. It's not healthy for myself. It's very selfish. I feel like many of us do this. It's not healthy it's not healthy for my partner. I would want my partner to experience the best and ultimate version of myself, but maybe in her mind she's already experiencing that version of myself, but I'm blind to it because I've fallen victim and I've been plagued and poisoned by the comparison of the world, by the comparison of myself to who I used to be. Why waste energy and time on trying to relive a person that knew nothing? You understand? I feel like many of us fall in that trap. And it's not healthy at all. It's just not healthy. And it's just, yeah, I don't know. I really wanted to make a video and record today. I didn't want to do it at work. I wanted to do it at home, but I just needed to say something. I needed to. And yeah. I know what is to come. I can expect what is to come. You know, in terms of just success in general, personal success. I don't care about making this much money. I just want to have freedom, and I want to have peace of mind. Peace of mind and just the ability to exist and be just in utter bliss and gratefulness and patience within myself, because I feel I'm slipping. I've hit that point of being within myself. Every time I work, I hit this point where I'm just burnt out. I'm fatigued. I'm just tired. You know, mentally I'm tired. Physically I'm tired. Like, I need to be doing something other than this. This is not what I'm meant to be doing, but maybe that's my ego talking. It's not my ego talking, it's my soul talking. I need to be doing something better than this, and this, the very thing I'm doing right now, recording this video, is the very thing that I want to pursue doing. Because, come on now, let's be real. I'm not going to allow myself, I'm really struggling with this thing. Damn. I'm not going to allow myself to fall victim to this trap of society matrix. I'm not going to allow that. No. I'm made for something better than that, and something way more stronger than that. And that's not my ego talking. That's just my soul. That's what I feel. I can't sleep at night because I know that I need to be doing something better to benefit humanity and to help people. But yeah, I got to go to work. Thank you for listening. I'll see y'all later. Peace. Thank you. Love you.